ball tails away. And second. Off-speed pitch grounded down the line. Scooped up by Lujan. He throws. Makes the play. Fires over to first. And they're able to get him. And he strike him out, throw him out. 2 downs.
10 seconds out left. Yeah.
What a move. Mariano on the inside for Terranova. This one's going to be tight. Wong going to try to touch it at the wire, and I believe she got it. There's Gibbs for 3. Beats the shot. Wong. Oh, Jeremy.
Hata in motion, and he's blocking for Jeffrey. Jeffrey gets past the line of scrimmage, and now he's got room to go. Now he's to the 30.
Good evening and welcome to this MCTV sports production of high school volleyball from the Peninsula Athletic League Ocean Division. It's the San Mateo Bearcats visiting the Mills Vikings here in the brand new beautiful gymnasium on the campus of Mills High School. Hello everyone, I'm Kenny Mills bringing you the play-by-play. We have a very intriguing matchup for you tonight. Not only are these two very competitive rivals, but they are right next to each other in the Ocean Division standings. Currently, Mills is at 9-3 in third place in the Ocean. San Mateo at 8-4 in fourth place in the Ocean. More on that as the match develops, but we are quickly getting underway. Serving for the Vikings is Claudia Lamb, one of 3 Mills seniors on senior night here in Millbrae. First rally is underway. That was Adrian Lee. San Mateo in gray. Mills in white. That's Lee. Camilla Mella with that dig for San Mateo. With the dump, Dinah Levi, and there's a kill coming from the right side. And it was Valerie Mahalik, the junior for the Bearcats, and they take the lead 1-0. Amanda Corsetti will serve it for the Bearcats. 5'9" junior. She's a good one. That was Claudia Lamb for Mills. And the shoe comes off of Melina O'Rourke for San Mateo. So we'll have a brief timeout while they fix the shoe. The head referee, or R1, Kevin Reyes, up on the ladder. The down ref, or R2, is Linda Brown. Now serving for Mills is Nabila Rizvi. Weren't sure if she was going to play tonight. She's one of the other 3 seniors. She's been injured most of the year. And as a matter of fact, she just now came back for this match here on Senior Day. She says she was not going to miss this one. And they will sub for her. But very nice to see Nabila on the floor in Mills' last home game of the season. Jessica Camellamella to serve for San Mateo. Leading 2-1 here in game 1, best out of 5. Nice shot by Dinah Levi, the 5'6" sophomore. And the Vikings get the side out and tie it up. That's a yellow card warning issued to San Mateo. Unsportsmanlike, just blasting the ball when the point was dead off into the corner. Can't do that. You must roll it with some bit of respect under the net. Serving for Mills, that was Chloe Kim, the libero. And a nice save there, but getting credited with the kill. There's Valerie Mahalik. That's already her second kill here in game 1. Another substitution for San Mateo. They are head coached by Chris Tino. Tino is in his 8th year. Mills, of course, head coached by Polly Wired. There's Paratori, and it's just long. There's a point for the Bearcats. Coach Wired is now in her 15th year coaching Mills varsity volleyball. She's won 2 championships. There's the serve by San Mateo. From the back row, that was Star Wong. Now from the front row for San Mateo, that was O'Rourke, got her shoe back on. Outside set for Lee and a block. Paratori sends it home. Gina Paratori with her first kill of the night. Mills cuts it to 4-3. From those 2 championships, Coach Wired, one in the past, players, names from the past. Marissa Gutierrez, Haley Grossman, Katie Burrows, Joanne Liu, and Brittany Arita. There's a kill attempt and a block by Paratori. And the R1, Kevin Reyes, says that's 4 hits. Nice block by Gina, 5'9" senior. That kill attempt is long. Jessica Johnson for San Mateo, and the Vikings have their first lead tonight of 5-4. Adrian Lee, the junior, with the serve. It's a nice one. Set up the middle. Paratori with another block for the Vikings. Outside. And it's blocked by San Mateo. Nice kill. Janine Francisco sending it home across the court. Mills is up 6-4. Lee, one of many juniors. This Mills team is very young and very good. They've had a really nice season. 9-3 in the Ocean. 15-7 overall. San Mateo's had a nice year also. They're 8-4 in the Ocean in 4th place, 18-12 overall. These 2 teams, this is important because both these teams, although they're out of title contention in the Ocean Division, both teams would like to apply for an at-large berth in the CCS playoffs, and it's likely that the winner of this match will have a shot at it. So even though no championship is on the line, there's a lift illegally by San Mateo, side out to Mills. Even though no title is on the line, a possible CCS playoff berth. Combine this with Thursday's match. Left-handed serve and an ace right there. Emily Huang, first ace of the game. Mills goes up 8-5. First time these 2 met, it was a barn burner in San Mateo. It went 5 games, and Mills won it. More on that later. From the back row, the libero for San Mateo, Jessica Kamelamela hits it out, and it's 9-5. Back to the left-handed serve. Here's Emily Huang. She's also the setter, and she's a good one. Nice block by Paratori, and sending it back is Francisco. Nice combination over there up front at the net. Huang, she's also and let's take a look at a replay. Paratori and Francisco at the net. There's the first one. Nice block by Paratori, and sending it back is Francisco. Nicely done there by our MCTV sports crew. There's a kill by Amanda Corsetti. You got Andy Chan and Andy Pittman and Randy Sahai back there. And thank you to our camera operators here on a very important night, not only for the team, but the seniors here at Mills. Nice atmosphere and, of course, the beautiful gymnasium. 10-6, Mills on top. From the outside, a beautifully placed kill. Star Wong. 11-6 Vikes. Coach Wired enjoying this group. 17 years of coaching at El Camino before 15 here at Mills. She's been around quite a while. Paratori with the serve. She's off to a great start here on senior night. Nice cross-court kill there. Roz Jeffries, her first of the night. Side out Bearcats. All total, Coach Wired, 39 years of coaching. 3 years at the junior high level and 36 at the high school level. She's seen it all. There's a little dink by Mills. Nice dig by Justine G. Here's a set from the back row, and Lee hits it into the net. Bearcats close the gap. Mills, once again, very young, only 3 seniors. San Mateo young also with 4 seniors. Both these teams will be reckoned with in the future. Oh, a very nicely placed ball, but they're going to call it out. Boy, that was close. Look good from over here, but I'm on the opposite side. Reball, Francisco for Mills. Another block, this time for the Vikings. It's Dinah Levi, the sophomore. Couple substitutions for Mills and Coach Wired. Coach Wired went to CSM and earned her AA in liberal studies and went to Humboldt State University and got her bachelor's and her master's in physical education. Also went to Cal State East Bay. From the outside, nice dig there by Lee for Mills. Here's Lee again. Nice save by Kamelamela for San Mateo. Inside, and a nice kill at the net. Valerie Mahalik didn't get a lot of juice on it, but the placement was there, and that's Mahalik's 3rd kill thus far in game 1. It's close, 12-10 here in game 1, best out of 5. In the first meeting back on October the 9th, the first one, Mills won 25-19, serve into the net. Then San Mateo won the second one, 25-21. Then Mills won 26-24. Then San Mateo won 16-25. The final game of that match was 15-4. Mills really took over and dominated in game 5. There's Lee with a cross-court kill, nice dig. And a lift on the set attempt. There's a point for the Vikings. And here's Rizvi, one of the 3 seniors, back on the floor, and she's going to be serving. Nabila, a little bit too much power, and it's out, and she'll be subbed out. Coming in for her is Star Wong. All these juniors and 2 sophomores for Mills. The 2 sophomores are Rachel Lee Young and Dinah Levi. There's a nice ace by Kamelamela. Her first. And it's back to a 2-point game. You just kind of have a feeling this is going to go 5 games. There's Lee. Block goes out of bounds. And there's a point and a side out for Mills. The JV game earlier was really close. They played best out of 3, and it, of course, went to the 3rd game. And Mills won 15-9. And the JV team for Mills is really having a fine season as well. As a matter of fact, San Mateo was 11-1 going into that match for JVs. Mills was 8-4. That was only the 2nd loss for the San Mateo JV team. So the future looks really bright for Coach Wired and her program with all these young varsity players and some talented underclassmen on the JV squad. All she's thinking about now is this match, though, and that is just long. And it's a 1-point game. Aragon is in first place in the Ocean, 12-0, undefeated, 27-6 overall. There's a serve that goes out, side out for Mills. Half Moon Bay is in second place in the Ocean at 10-2, 13-8 overall. And then Mills in third place at 9-3, 15-7 overall. They've only lost 3 games, 2 of them to Aragon, 1 to Half Moon Bay. They also beat Half Moon Bay. 16-14. There's Francisco. Back set. Nice dig by Lee in the back, and a slam and a save by Paratori, but a lift is called against Huang, and the Bearcats cut it to 1. San Mateo in 4th, 8-4 in the Ocean, and 18-12 overall. Westmore is in 5th, way behind at 4-8, 12-18 overall. Francisco, nice dig, but it's going to go down as a kill. Janine Francisco, her second kill. 5'6" junior, wears number 25. And now to serve is Emily Huang. Cappuccino is in 6th place, or a tie for 6th at 3-9. They're tied with El Camino. Cappuccino overall 6-14. There's Francisco. Nice dig there by Justine G, and a slam by Amanda Corsetti. Corsetti, one of their top spikers. Just her first kill. And it's back to a 1-point game. At the bottom of the standings in the Ocean is Jefferson at 0-12 and 2-16 overall, having a rough year. There's Paratori sending it home. Gina is really stepping up her game tonight, and good for her on senior night. Into the game to serve is Caitlin Lee. Caitlin, a 5'4" junior. Sends her serve up the middle, back set, and a dink. Nice save there by Levi. Oh, and a nice block kill for Kimmy Marin. 5'11" senior for San Mateo. The JV standings, Aragon also at 12-0. Look at that, Aragon 24-0 when you combine varsity and JV. Boy, you talk about a fine program and a good future. Aragon's right up there. Matter of fact, they were in the Bay Division last year and won just 1 game. They knew they were going to be good, and they petitioned the league. They wanted to stay in the Bay Division, but after discussion, they were moved down to the Ocean, which is considered the lower division of the 2 in the Peninsula Athletic League. Timeout by Chris Tino for San Mateo as Mills has a 20-17 lead here in game number 1. Matter of fact, we asked Coach Wired about that situation with Aragon, and, you know, in the past, what Coach Wired has said is the bottom 2 from the Bay Division usually go down, and the top 2 of the Ocean usually go up, unless you can make a great case, and apparently Aragon didn't make a good enough case. But this year, Coach Wired told us that she just recently spoke with her Vikings team about the possibility next year of moving up to the Bay Division. The girls want to do it, she wants to do it, and she said about moving up next season, quote, "They want to move up to the Bay. It'd be a great experience and a wonderful challenge for our program," end quote. That's from Coach Wired just before the match when I talked to her, and she really likes this group. And when you talk about how they've played this year, she said, quote, "Most importantly, they like to play together. They're very good, skilled players. And when they've needed to play together, they've come through together and they've made it happen," end quote. Back to the match, game 1. Corsetti tips it over. And there's Lee sending it to the back row. Adrian Lee with her first kill of the night. 21-17 Vikings here in game 1. Best out of 5. Serving is Claudia Lamb. She's also a senior at 5'1". Sending it down is Dinah Levi. Nice save by Caitlin Lee. A little left-hand shot there from Emily Huang. A dump by Risby, the crafty senior, with a big point. And it's 22-17. Boy, it's great to see Risby out there. Things like that really help pump up a team. Jump serve is just wide. San Mateo has life here in game one. Amanda Corsetti, 5'9" junior, with that serve for the Bearcats. There's Levi with a running spike. And it's another point for the Bearcats. There's Corsetti again for their head coach, Chris Tino. Lee, and it's out, 22-20. Nothing easy. Not on this night. You're gonna have to earn it. Nice line drive serve. And another dump by Risby. The senior is coming through so far on senior night, and she is headed to serve. She needs just 2 points for Mills to take game one. Nice line drive serve. And she makes a nice dig, does Risby. Levi. Nice, powerful spike by Melina O'Rourke. There's another shot at O'Rourke from the outside. Here it comes. Bam. 23-21. Kamelamela with the serve. Adrian Lee tries to place it instead of spike it. San Mateo tries a dump. Levi. It was a tough set to handle. And now it's a 1-point game. We may see all 5 games go down to the wire and even to overtime. You got to win by each game by 2. There's a deep serve and a mistake there, as Wong wasn't sure whether she was going to try for it, and she tipped it. It might have gone out. Coach Wired calls timeout. Score is tied at 23. You know, when these two played back on October the 9th, Paratori for Mills had a match-high 13 kills. Emily Huang, the Mills setter, had 35 assists. For San Mateo, Corsetti had 7 kills and 22 digs. Haley Goal had a match-high 30 digs, and Kamelamela had 32 assists. In that match, in the 5th and final game, Caitlin Lee for Mills had 3 straight aces to end the 5th and final game of the match. Once again, they won that 5th game 15-4. That serve is out. Great timeout by Coach Wired, and Mills has game point. They're going to send Paratori back in. And to serve is Chloe Kim. She can serve it out right here. Oh, what a wonderful serve off the top of the net. And Mills takes game one, 25-23. We asked Coach Wired about that first meeting with San Mateo, And she said, quote, "It was very exciting, back and forth the whole time. The key was we played consistent. Not as much ebb and flow. We fought for it," end quote. Yes, they did, and they're going to have to fight for this one too. And they're technically fighting for their playoff lives. If they win tonight and they win Thursday against Cappuccino at Cap in San Bruno, they would end the season with an 11-3 league mark and a 17-7 overall mark. Coach Wired's assistant coach is Karen Chu, and her managers are Tiffany Chen and Lila Wong. Coach Wired went to Westmore High School, class of 73. Now, of course, was before Title IX. She has two sons. Both went to San Francisco State. Both coaches. Sometimes you just look around and, hey, coach, got black screen on your iPad and you're trying to get things going. Technology these days, I see a lot of people on their brand new iPhones, and it's interesting. Coach Wired played volleyball, basketball, and softball for over 17 years. And then she tried a new sport about 8 years ago, water polo, and she loves it. It's her favorite sport. Of course, we'd like to thank our underwriters, one of them, Chamber of Commerce, the Millbrae Chamber of Commerce, great supporter of MCTV and MCTV Sports. Millbrae.com to contact the Chamber of Commerce. Of course, they help put on the annual Millbrae Art and Wine Festival, which MCTV is at every year. Getting set for game number 2. Mills won the first 25-23. Inspired by their seniors, Claudia Lamb, Gina Paratori, and Nabila Rizvi, who had 2 key dumps late in that game to help the Vikings to that 2-point game 1 win. A little bit of confusion on the floor here, and starting lineups, and now we're looking for the other line judge. That's what it is. So one potential line judge comes out of the stands, and then she runs back up. She may be looking for her phone. Oh no, she's looking for her shoes. She's putting her shoes on. There she is. She's going to be coming down in a second. Okay. Got to have the line judges. Coach Tino for San Mateo in his 8th year. Last year they went 10-21 overall. They went 1-11 in the Bay Division. They had 1 win just like Aragon. So they had to drop down as well. Nice kill there by Adrian Lee. Mills jumps on top, 1-0. And Lee will serve for Mills here in game number 2 on MCTV Sports. I'm Kenny Mills bringing you the play-by-play. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this exciting Mills High School volleyball match. That kill attempt is out. Thanks to our MCTV crew, led by Andy Pittman and Randy Sahai and friends. There's a nice serve by Lee. That's her first ace. And it's 3-0 Vikings. Oh, and she places another beauty. Lee getting it done here in game 2, 4-0. So if you're Coach Tino, how many points do you let it go until you call a timeout? Coach Wired also had a great timeout at 23 all. And another ace by Lee. Tino's thinking about it. He makes an on-floor adjustment, but he's going to wait another point. Here's Lee again. Rizvi. Her set was a little low, a little close to the net. And San Mateo gets that side out, and Coach Tino saves his timeout. In the Bay Division, the upper division, Menlo Atherton is 12-0. Burlingame is in second at 10-2. There's a little dump. But going into the net was Mills. I believe it was Levi. So that point goes to the Bearcats. Francisco for Mills. O'Rourke sends it long. Point and side out for Mills. So now they change it. Well, now they change it again. They had it at 5-3. Now they go to 6-2. Sending it to the back row was Kimmy Marin. And Kimmy nicely placed that one. She gets subbed out. That's Camilla Mella. And she gets an ace. Her second ace of the match. Camilla Mella, 5'7" junior. There's Tino in the background. Francisco for Mills finds the open spot and sends it home. Kill number 3 for Francisco. 7-4. Surprisingly, Aragon, with that great 27-6 record, is not ranked, according to the Mercury News. Not a lot of respect for the Ocean Division as O'Rourke gets the kill for San Mateo. That's her third kill of the night. Mahalik to serve. Nice try by Chloe Kim, but that's an ace for Mahalik. Her first. Adrian Lee from the back row. San Mateo somehow finds it. Little sloppy out here right now. Someone's going to clean it up. Whoever gets the clean set and kill is going to get this point. Could it be O'Rourke? No, it's long. O'Rourke says it should have been touched, but neither referee, Reyes or Brown, saw the touch. And it's a side out for Mills. Claudia Lamb, one of the 3 seniors. Jump serve for Lamb. Nice block at the net by Nina Kincaid, 6-foot junior. Tallest player on either team. although Mahalik is also listed at 6 foot, number 6 for San Mateo. 8-7. Menlo Atherton at 12-0 in the Bay Division is ranked number 5 in the CCS according to Mercury News. 22-3 overall. There's a cross-court kill attempt by Rachel Leung. It goes wide. And this game is tied at 8. Burlingame, who's second in the Bay at 10-2, is ranked 11th, according to the Mercury News. Kill attempt by Lee goes into the net. San Mateo takes the lead 9-8. And we mentioned these Mercury News rankings, well, for a couple reasons. Some people love rankings. But also, number 14 in the rankings is Gunn. They're 16-11 overall, and Mills beat them in the preseason. That was one of the best wins for Mills of the season. That win is going to be important if Mills is able to win both of these matches, this one today and one on Thursday, and they go to the table at the CCS seeding meeting to try to get an at-large berth. They can say they beat Gunn, which is highly ranked. Adrian Lee, that looked right on the line, but it's going to be just a little long. Also, Mills thought there might have been a touch, but there wasn't. San Mateo up 10-9. Katrina Chen serves it out. And Mills ties it up. Chen, 5'2" sophomore. One of only 2 sophomores on San Mateo's roster. The other one is O'Rourke at 5'11". She'll be around for a while. Both these teams will be good next year. Mills is going to try to move up to the Bay. Aragon's going to try to move up, and San Mateo may try to move up as well. Not often they have 3 teams from the Ocean move up to the Bay in 1 year, but it's possible. There's Levi in the middle. Corsetti for San Mateo. Lee with a dink. Nicely placed, and the Vikings regain the lead. Speaking of rankings, according to Max Preps, the greatest high school website in the USA, has San Mateo ranked number 56 in the Central Coast section, Mills number 46 in the CCS, and that's out of 116 girls high school varsity volleyball teams. So Mills 46 out of 116, not bad for a program that's been rebuilding and on the rise. Oh, and a nicely placed dink, and a lack of communication by the Bearcats. Mills regains the lead again, 12-11. So those were the CCS rankings, according to Max Preps. According to their divisional rankings, which comes into play for CCS playoffs, Mills is number 12 out of 24. So their ranking could place them in the CCS. There's another point for Lee and another ace. Adrian with 4 aces in this game 2 alone. And another one. Mills opening up slightly to a 3-point lead. Remember, they led 5-0 right at the beginning of this game 2. And of course, they won game 1, 25-23. Risby. Francisco dumps it over. Corsetti for San Mateo. Oh, a nice block by Levi. Dinah Levi. 5'6" sophomore. Timeout, San Mateo and Cristino. So Mills is Division III in the CCS. Again, ranked 12th out of 24. San Mateo is in Division II, and they're also ranked 12th out of 22 schools. Mills had a couple nice preseason wins over Woodside Priory, Oak Grove in the Cupertino Classic. Mills played very well. Okay, are we back? I think we're back on here. All right, good news. That was Francisco with the kill attempt for the Vikings. Lee to Risby, and here comes Levi across court. It looked like it was good. It was a tipped ball, so Mills is going to get that point. Boy, Levi's playing very well tonight. One of two sophomores. Each team has two sophomores. Levi and Leung for Mills. And like we said, O'Rourke and Chen for San Mateo. And there's another point, and all of a sudden the Vikings have really opened this up, and it's been partly due to Adrian Lee serving, who now has 6 aces here in game number 2 and sends a nice line drive that taps the net. San Mateo barely keeping it alive. Wasn't pretty. Risby. And Risby goes, well, they're going to say it was a lift. I think she went into the net also. So either way, Bearcats were going to get that point. Last year, Mills actually won the Cupertino Classic, and they won the Aragon Classic tournament in their preseason. With a lot of these girls from this year's team. There's O'Rourke with the kill. It's her 3rd here in this game 2 and her 4th overall. So that's been the theme thus far here in game 2. Mills up 5-0, and then San Mateo took a lead. Mills went up 17-11. San Mateo trying to come back. There's a nice service ace there for San Mateo. Alina Yokomura. And they've cut it to 3. And there's another ace for Yokomura. And that time, Yokomura's serve is out. And it's a side out for the Vikes, and Risby will serve. San Mateo's last league championship came in Tino's first year in 2007. They went 16-0 in the Ocean Division. Risby's serve is long. And they were 25-6 overall. They lost to Aragon in the playoffs that year in 2007 after beating Aragon earlier in the year. And the Bearcats had won 10 games in a row before falling to the Dons back in 2007. That's Camilla Mello with that serve. There's Francisco, and give her the kill. Her 4th kill of the match. In 2006, the year before Tino took over, it was former coach Ricky Villarreal, and they also won the Ocean Division that year, going 15-1. So those were the last 2 titles for San Mateo, 06 and 07. That was Francisco. Here's O'Rourke. Nice dig there by Chloe Kim. O'Rourke again, and Lee saves it. Francisco through the double block. Francisco now with a match high 5 kills. for Mills. 5 points away from game 2 here on MCTV Sports. There's a kill by Mahalik, her 4th. Mahalik to serve, and she gets an ace. Her 2nd here in game 2. Elsewhere today, talk about a big match. Half Moon Bay is at Aragon. Half Moon Bay in 2nd. Aragon in 1st, undefeated. And we have an illegal rotation by San Mateo. A costly mistake here late in game 2. Coach Tino is not happy about it. Lamb, the senior, to serve for the Vikings. She's a very nice jump serve. She tries to bloop it in there, and it's going to be tough. San Mateo is able to handle it. Here's Paratori. And she's just a little shy into the net. Elsewhere today, Westmore is at El Camino, Jefferson is at Cappuccino. And then on Thursday, Aragon plays these Bearcats in San Mateo. Mills is at Cap, Westmore at Jeff, and El Camino's at Half Moon Bay. And that wraps up P.A.L. Ocean Division play as Lee's kill attempt goes long, and it's a 1-point game. Justine G with an ace for San Mateo. Her first timeout, Coach Wired. She calls it at 21 all, and remember she called that nice timeout in game 1 when the score was 23 all. Mills won that game 25-23, so we'll see if she's able to produce another magical TO at this point. Mills last won their league championship under Coach Wired. In 2008, they actually shared the championship with Hillsdale. That was in the Ocean Division, and then before that, it was 1999 in the Bay Division where the Vikings won. Number 1 in the Bay, 1999. And a side out to San Mateo. And G try to serve it out for the Bearcats. Paratori. What a great dig there by Kamelamela. Oh, and it's Adrian Lee, the junior, tying it up at 22. Let's take a look at this on replay. Here's the first one by Paratori and the great dig there by Kamelamela. Here's the big one from Lee on the outside. And that gave the Vikes the side out. And here's the left-handed serve of the junior, Emily Huang. She picks up an ace. And Mills is 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. The lefty with a blooper that just barely clears the net and froze San Mateo's defense. Timeout, San Mateo and Coach Tino. Last year in the Bay Division, a departed senior for San Mateo. Morgan Ho was first-team All-League. Isabella Mauricio, a junior for San Mateo, was a second-teamer, and she's actually not here. She's sick. Amanda Corsetti, who is playing, and Haley Goal were honorable mention from the Bay Division last year. From the Ocean Division, Adrian Lee, as a sophomore, was named to the first team last season for Mills. And here we are in this critical point. And it's Corsetti, the honorable mention, all-leaguer from the Bay Division with a big kill. And it's a 1-point game. Katrina Chen, one of two sophomores for San Mateo, going to try to bring them back. Mills with game point. Adrian Lee sends it home. 25-23, the same score as game one, and Mills lead this one 2-0. We'd like to say thank you to the City of Millbrae for providing generous support for programs like this one. The City of Millbrae has a long-standing tradition of supporting public access programming on MCTV, and we look forward to a great continued partnership. If you'd like to find out more about the City of Millbrae, check out the city website at ci.millbrae.ca.us. Thanks again to the City of Millbrae, a place in the sun. Also, many thanks go to the Magnolia of Millbrae for sponsoring this event. The Magnolia of Millbrae is a welcoming place for seniors who want luxurious living conditions with a swimming pool, fine dining, and a gated, covered parking garage. For more information, please contact themagnolia.com or call 697-7700. Or you can call toll-free at 1-888-860-6915. And we welcome you back to the Mills High School Gymnasium here on MCTV Sports. I'm Kenny Milch. Thank you so much for watching, and you are enjoying some Vikings volleyball at its best, and you're looking also at the future of Mills volleyball. This is a program that Coach Wired has kind of built from the ground up. They're on the rise. The JV program won tonight, beat a San Mateo team that was 11-1. In the Ocean Division, the varsity team has only lost 3 matches, 2 to Aragon, who's beat everybody, and 1 to Half Moon Bay. Mills also beat them. We mentioned it at the top of the show how important this is for both teams. With CCS aspirations, both wanting a big victory tonight and also to win Thursday, and hope that the CCS committee will accept them as an at-large team. Mills going to try for a Division III berth, San Mateo a Division II berth. Mills at 9-3 in third place in the Ocean, 15-7 overall. San Mateo 8-4 in fourth place in the Ocean, 18-12 overall. You know, Nabila Rizvi here on senior night, they had some signs hanging here in the gym saying, "Do it for Nabila." They've made a tribute to Nabila, who has really fought her way to come back from an ACL knee injury the second week of the season. And Rizvi has come back tonight to contribute mightily and help guide Mills to this 2-0 lead. She's on the floor right now wearing number 21. Paratori, one of the other 3 seniors, has also played well, along with Claudia Lamb, the third and final Mills Viking, who will be off to college next year. Adrian Lee starts game number 3. Mills can close this one out if they win this one, but it won't be easy. Francisco, nice save there by O'Rourke. Nice block by Levi for Mills. There's O'Rourke again, and this time Levi's block goes out of bounds. The first 2 games, Mills scored the first point. And here in game 3, San Mateo does. Not that that means a whole lot. As O'Rourke's serve goes out. Rizvi from the Ocean Division last year was named to the second team. And her serve is out again. She's had 3 serves that were just a little bit long, so she's obviously got a little bit of game rust. Also making the second team last year was Priscilla Young, and named honorable mention was Kristen Park. Once again, Adrian Lee, first teamer as a sophomore. Got a good chance to make it again this year. There's Caitlin Lee, one of her good friends, and Caitlin Lee places it right on the line. Well done by one of the other juniors. And speaking of CCS, neither Mills or San Mateo have ever won a CCS championship. Cross-court kill. Nice dig there by Star Wong for Mills. Another kill, and Wong can't get to this one. Valerie Mahalik, kill number 5. Team high for Mahalik. Tied with Francisco of Mills, both with 5 kills each. Mahalik to serve. Adrian Lee. O'Rourke for San Mateo. And she now has 5 kills. She is a sharp, spiking sophomore. Mahalik again. Francisco. And Wong's attempt goes into the net. 5-2. This is the biggest lead out of any of the 3 games for San Mateo. And Mahalik trying to keep it going. The Bearcats desperate. And Rachel Leung mistimed that one. 6-2. And you start thinking to Coach Wired, when does she decide to call another magical timeout? She's done it in the first 2 games. And Mahalik saves Coach Wired a timeout with a serve into the net. Mills has produced 1 state champion in their school history, and it was from track. And Leslie Maxey won 3 state championships in 3 straight years. And that kill attempt is out. Mills cuts the deficit to 2. Leslie Maxey, the track star for Mills, in 1983, 84, and 85, won state championships for the 400 meters in 83, 300-meter hurdles in 84, and 300-meter low hurdles in 85. So 3 state championships in 3 different events. Quite impressive. Leslie Maxey, only state champion for Mills. Meanwhile, the Vikings have cut this deficit to 6-5 behind the serving of Claudia Lamb. Oh, and she tried to dink it over the net. It was a little short. The last CCS champion from the P.A.L. was Menlo Atherton in 2012. For volleyball, of course. Paratori finds the open area. And it's 7-6. Before that, you'd have to go to Carlemont's Division I CCS championship in volleyball in 2005. So since the turn of the century, the P.A.L. has won just 2 CCS championships in volleyball. Carlemont in 05 and MA in 012. Oh, what a nice place dink there by Lee. Nice cross-court kill. Lizzie Chan just into the game, making her presence felt. 5'5" junior. Didn't get a lot of juice on it, but found the right spot and helped the Vikes tie it up. Emily Huang with that serve. O'Rourke, one of the most powerful hitters on the floor right now. There's another powerful one. Lee, was it tipped? Lee thought it was tipped, but neither of the referees or line judges saw it. And the kill attempt was long, side out Bearcats. There's the R2, Linda Brown. The serve from Kamelamela. And there's Lee. And Lee finds the open area. Her third kill. Let's take a look at Adrian. Once again, she goes right down the line. Well placed by the junior. Returning first teamer of the Ocean Division. There's Caitlin Lee. No relation. O'Rourke with another kill. That's her 6th. A match high. Let's take a look at the replay here. There's O'Rourke. Nice job by our MCTV crew. Here on senior night, it's always a special evening, honoring those seniors who have dedicated usually 4 years of their life. Oh, and what a kill placement by Adrian Lee. She's heating up. She's now got 4 kills tonight. And she'll serve. One of a few Mills players who plays club volleyball. That's really the trend now. All the top players all over the state and the country, for that matter, play club volleyball. Oh, there's a nice kill right up the middle. Kimmy Marin, the senior. Watch her go right up the middle. Perfect set. Blasted home. That's her 2nd kill of the night. O'Rourke to serve. Rizvi with a dump. She was successful in game 1 twice late. That time they were on top of it. And another one for Marin. 2-point lead for the Bearcats. That serve goes off of Caitlin's face, but it works. And that kill is on the line, says the line judge. Nicely done there by number 6, that's Mahalik. That's kill number 6 for Mahalik. O'Rourke with a serve right on the line. Timeout. Wired and Mills. O'Rourke with her first ace, and it comes here in game 3. What an exciting match we have so far. There's Coach Wired. All that experience. She's been through the wars for 36 years coaching high school sports. Her message, short and sweet. tells her girls, hey, let's close it out here in game 3. Do we really want to go to 4 or 5 games? Easier said than done. Coach Tino in his 8th year. He's been around the block a little bit. And O'Rourke sends one off the net. Nice save by Levi. And Lee's is out. 14-9. This is San Mateo's biggest lead of the match. Another one off the net by O'Rourke. This sophomore is playing really well. And Lee is playing well as well. And give her the kill and a side out, a much needed side out for the Vikings. Adrian now with 5 kills. Here's Risby. Can she get it in? She does. Been long a few times on her serve. And sending that one home is Mahalik. Kill number 7. Mills having a little difficulty here in game 3, sustaining a run. A point here, a point there, but nothing like some of the runs they made in games 1 and 2. Nice serve there by Katrina Anderson for San Mateo. And it's another point. Last year in the Ocean, Sequoia and Terra Nova shared the Ocean Division Championship. There's Lee from the back row. Lee with a nice kill there. She's now got 6. The libero, Chloe Kim, to serve for Mills. Nice dig there by Yokamura. Francisco. Nice save there by Star Wong, but Mills can't handle it. It's now a 6-point lead. Mahalik. Francisco. She's now got 6 kills. Can Mills put together a run here, get back into it, down by 5? Lamb, jump serve. O'Rourke. Boy, even when she doesn't spike it, it's got some power. And it produces another point. So Mills can't get a run going, at least not that time. We're very impressed so far with Melina O'Rourke, the 5'11" sophomore from San Mateo. That serve is long from Mahalik. There's Huang with the left-handed jump serve. There's O'Rourke. And O'Rourke at first signaled good and then signaled out from the line judge. Either way, it's a side out for the Vikings. And an ace for Huang. Her 4th. Emily took over the setting duties for Risby. When Risby got hurt, just barely out. Very close. Mills cuts it to 4. Here's Yokamura. Paratori blocked by O'Rourke. Nicely done once again by Melina O'Rourke. Number 15, timeout, Coach Wired. Trailing 20-15 here in game number 3. Mills won the first 2 games by the identical score of 25-23, and there's Coach Wired. Also her assistant coach, Coach Chu, doing most of the talking. There's San Mateo, led by Coach Tino. We mentioned club soccer, and Coach Wired perked up. She said it's taking over. It's like the haves and have-nots. The changes are all shifting towards club, and who's got money, who's got more club players, club coaches, influencing. It's the way volleyball is going. There's a kill by Paratori, or an attempt, but she went into the net. And it's another point for San Mateo. Nice service ace. Yokamura, her third. San Mateo just 3 points away. From the back row, that was Chloe Kim for Mills. O'Rourke and the sophomore didn't quite get the lift. Hits it into the net. A much needed side out. They're going to really need to put together a big run here if they want to win game 3. Caitlin Lee. Left-handed placement by Dinah Levi. She really went up and placed this one with the left hand right in the open area. Down by 5. Lee with the dink. Lee. Nice dig there by Camilla Mella to keep it alive for San Mateo. And Lizzie Chan makes the most of her opportunity again. Both her kills and her playing time has come here in game number 3. She's 2 for 2. Caitlin Lee with that serve. Mills has cut it to 4. Camilla Mella. Tough chance there. Nicely done. Emily Huang saved it for Mills. And a lift against the Vikings. Side out, Mateo. Roz Jeffries to serve for Mateo. Lee is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Well done by the junior. 7 kills. Tied for the match high now is Adrian Lee, and she will serve. And it's a good one. Nice dig by O'Rourke. And a kill for Mahalik. She's now got 8. Game point for San Mateo, and it's O'Rourke to do the honors. Cross-court kill attempt is out. And that game 3 goes to San Mateo, 25-19. It's time to say thank you to another one of our underwriters, the City of San Mateo. We're excited to have the city on board with MCTV Sports, especially since we show so many games that include Aragon, Hillsdale, and San Mateo High School. To find out more information about the City of San Mateo, visit thecityofsanmateo.org. Once again, www.cityofsanmateo.org. Nice partnership we've formed recently. You're watching MCTV Sports, and hopefully you are enjoying this exciting match. And it's an important one here from the Ocean Division of the Peninsula Athletic League. Standings up to date through October 31st has Aragon at first at 12-0, Half Moon Bay in second at 10-2, Mills in third at 9-3, San Mateo in fourth at 8-4. Both of these two fighting for their potential CCS playoff lives. And it's not going to get any easier for San Mateo come Thursday when Aragon goes to San Mateo. So, you know, what a tough final week for the Bearcats, visiting Mills and then hosting Aragon. Mills doesn't quite have it as tough, hosting San Mateo and then visiting Cappuccino. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Cappuccino currently in 6th place in the Ocean Division at 3-9 and 6-14 overall. And of course, Mills beat them the first time right here in Millbrae. You know, last week when Mills hosted Aragon last Tuesday, Mills played the Dons very tough. Matter of fact, they won game 3, 25-19. And game 1 was only a 2-point game, 25-23. Adrian Lee led the Vikings in that game against Aragon last Tuesday with 11 kills. So Mills has played right with the league-leading Dons. Speaking of scores, there they are. Game 1, 25-23. Game 2, same score. Both Mills victories in those games. San Mateo winning game 3, 25-19. Now we're set for game 4. This one will also be up to 25. And if it goes to game 5, that's only up to 15. And remember, last time these two played on October the 9th, it went to 5 games. And Mills won. And in that game 5 of the match, they won 15-4. So they wore down these Bearcats. Roz Jeffries will serve for San Mateo. Underway here in game 4. Nice dig there by Caitlin Lee, and Adrian Lee, no relation, sends it into the open area for the kill. Kill number 8 for the junior. And we mentioned in games 1 and 2, Mills scored the first point. They won both those games. San Mateo scored the first point in game 3. They won that game. And Mills won the first point here in game 4. We'll see if that trend continues. There's an ace for Lee. Her 7th ace of the match. She's having quite a night. Mahalik blocked by Levi. Mahalik again. Into the net on the block attempt was Levi. Once again, just a sophomore. Here's another sophomore, O'Rourke. She's really had a fine evening. And boy, she's got a rifle of a serve. Risby. Side out for Mills. Here comes Star Wong. She'll serve. Replaces Risby. On senior night. Special evening in this beautiful gym. Nice ace. A great substitution for Wong coming in. Coach Wired put her in the right spot. She's made a lot of great calls tonight. When to put Risby in. Lizzie Chan's come in and made some nice contributions. And right here, Star Wong sends another nice serve to the back row. Lee. There's Levi. Oh, and the set was just a little bit too high. Last Thursday, Mills beat El Camino in 3 straight games. San Mateo lost to Half Moon Bay in 3 straight games. Mahalik with the kill. That's her 9th. That's a match high. Nice dig by Lee. Mahalik again. She's having a good night. 10 kills for the 6-foot junior. We're tied at 4 here in game 4. That's Yokamura. Serve is long. Back into the game comes Paratori. She's been quiet as of late, but she made her presence felt in game 1. Kim to serve. And a dump by Kimmy Marin. Mahalik. Serve is out. We mentioned last Tuesday, Mills lost to Aragon. San Mateo beat Westmore. And that went to 5 games, surprisingly. San Mateo won game 5, 15-13. Boy, that was exciting. That's San Mateo. So the Bearcats have kind of struggled as of late. Nice serve by Claudia Lamb. Mills up 7-5. Lee. Boy, she seems to find the open area with great consistency. Great hustle by San Mateo. Paratori. What a great save there for Mills. Claudia Lamb. But her teammates couldn't help her out. Boy, was that a wonderful diving dig. by Claudia Lamb, 5'1" junior. Check that, senior. 8-6, Vikings. Oh, nicely done. Lee with the quick pass right to Huang, and Huang sent it over. That happened so quickly, San Mateo was not ready for it. And again, the Vikings a side out. Nice serve there by Huang. Paratori with the kill. Her 4th of the match. Mills with their biggest lead here in game number 4. 10-6. Huang. Kamela. Katrina Anderson serving, and Paratori killing. We mentioned she was quiet earlier, but she's come alive here in game 4. Boy, she got up that time and sent it straight down, and she takes a well-deserved rest after giving Mills a 4-point lead. Here's Caitlin Lee. O'Rourke. Kill number 7 for O'Rourke. She's been quiet a little bit. They haven't been setting her quite as often as they did earlier. Sometimes coaches tell their setters, hey, let's ride that train. Nice running save there by Huang for Mills. Can they finish the point? Lee might have been tipped, but no, it wasn't. I noticed both the boys and girls varsity basketball coaches in attendance. Also saw the principal, Mr. Paul Belzer, also here for a brief moment. There's another one for Adrian Lee. She's got 10. Mills by 3 here in game 4. They can win this game. They can win this match. Lee already with 7 aces. O'Rourke, and Lee saves it. Francisco sends it home. Francisco now with 7 kills of her own. A point here would be Mills' biggest lead of game 4. And O'Rourke, the sophomore, is just short. And Coach Tino feels the momentum of the game slipping away. He calls timeout. Mills with their biggest lead at 14-9. Mills was last in the Bay Division in 2012, and it was a rough year for them. They were 0-14 in the Bay. We say that because we mentioned earlier that Mills is likely going to petition to move up to the Bay next season. Last time they were there, they did not fare as well. But this is a new team with a lot of young energy, and they'll be experienced seniors next year. Francisco with another kill. She'll be back. That's her 8th of the match. You know, you look at all these players who are performing so well today, and they're all coming back. The only 3 that are not are Paratori, Rizvi, and Lamb. And it's a lift. Mills has opened up its biggest lead here of 7, threatening to run away with it in game 4. There's a bloopy serve. It's a beauty, but a couple hustling saves keep it alive for the Bearcats. Rizvi sets Francisco. She's heating up. Caitlin Lee from the back row. Mahalik for San Mateo. Lee from the back row, and there's a tennis ball on the court. There's a green tennis ball. Zoom in on Mills' side. She picks it up, Lee does, and tosses it over. I guess there's a kid in the corner. And there was a loose tennis ball on the floor. They let the play stand, though. And San Mateo got the side out. O'Rourke going to try to seize the momentum of the tennis ball. Rizvi with a dump. Great diving save, but it wasn't quite a save. And a point for Mills. So Rizvi, another clutch dump. She's 3 out of 4 tonight. 2 of them were huge late in game 1. She missed 1 in game 3, but here in game 4, she helps Mills open up a 7-point lead. They're now 8 points away from winning the match. Nice backhand by Mahalik, Valerie Mahalik, a 6-foot junior. Right on the line. The Bearcats clinging to the hopes of getting back. They need a run. It was like Mills' last game. They needed a run. Francisco, boy, as she heated up late here in game 4. She now has 9 kills. Corsetti comes in for O'Rourke. Kim to serve. Oh, and a beautiful soft serve. Much tastier than what they serve at McDonald's. It's an ace. Boy, was that beautiful. Her first ace of the match, and it's an 8-point lead. And she goes deep this time. Very well done by Chloe Kim, the 5'3" junior. Picks up 2 key aces. One barely crosses the net. The other heads back to the end line. 9-point lead, 5 points away from the match. Here's Kim again. She goes deep. And it's another kill for Mahalik. Her 11th. She has a match high for either team, and she'll serve. Paratori couldn't quite get the angle, so she just sent it over. Paratori with a block, but it was a lift. And a point for San Mateo. There's a good look at Valerie Mahalik. She's played very well today. She has a couple aces. Paratori. What an acrobatic, athletic tip with the left hand by Emily Huang. Boy, you don't see this quite often. Her body was twisted. Watch but how she was able to just spin at the net and tip it over, and she didn't touch the net. Very well done. Great replay shot there. 4 points away from the match is Mills. Nice jump serve there from Claudia Lamb. Going to try to send it home. Paratori can't quite get there. The set was well out of bounds. Side out San Mateo. O'Rourke is going to come back in for Chris Tino, the head coach of San Mateo. Paratori, nice block by O'Rourke. Take a look at this. Well done by the sophomore. Kamelamela with an ace. Her third. San Mateo's cut it to 5. Will it go to game 5? O'Rourke. O'Rourke. Kill number 8. They've cut it to 4. And our video's back just in time, and Paratori, oh, what a great dig there by Kamelamela. And a well-placed dump. And San Mateo lives to see another day. They still trail by 5, which means every point the pressure mounts on the Bearcats. Mills in a wonderful position to close it out. Any mistake and it's over. The serve is long, and it is over. And the Vikings win game 4, 25-19. They win on senior night, 3-1. They improve their overall record to 16-7. In the Ocean Division, they improve to 10-3. San Mateo drops to 8-5 in the Ocean, 18-13 overall. Mills increases their chance of making the CCS Division III field. The CCS meeting is this weekend. Before that, on Thursday, they travel to Cappuccino to finish off their regular and P.A.L. season. And it's been a fine one. We'd like to thank all our sponsors, our entire MCTV crew. Congratulations to Mills for the victory tonight. On behalf of everyone here at MCTV Sports, I'm Kenny Milch saying good night, and we'll see you on November the 15th. Cappuccino at Mills, the Battle of the Strip football game. We'll be there like usual, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.